Okay, just keep it right there and just pan to wherever the ball goes.
A nice short one. All right.
G. Headley caught behind, and he was bowled by he was bowled by Louis for 4, M.S.C.L out, caught. Louis now into Buffon is played through mid-wicket. We get 1, easily can get 2, which they do. Ball was retrieved. His partnership so far have worth 7. Marshall into Harper, short. Harper looks for a hook. Came off the top edge over the wicketkeeper's head. The fine leg runs around, picks up. The batsmen are able to get 3. Score now moves up to 20. Marshall into Buffon, short. Buffon comes back and cuts beautifully past Gully, heading towards the fence. I believe it's going to be picked up, and the batsmen are able to get 3. Marshall into Harper. Harper comes forward and turns it down to fine leg. Man coming off the fence, picks it up. That's the end of the over. 20. Louis into Buffon. Buffon comes forward and drives. That's one with wide outside the off stump. Now forward into Harper. Harper drives. This one's a little bit better, but once again, the ball seemed to be drifting into him as he drove. And forward into Harper. Harper comes forward. He gets an edge. I think it's more. Score now moves up to about 27. 27 for 2. A wicketkeeper who happens to be the captain had a conference with his bowler. I'm sure, like most of us here, we're wondering, you know, why is he having difficulty with his line and control, since he's one of the better players on the team. Now the conference is over and he runs into Buffon. Buffon comes forward. He's beaten outside the off stump. This one ran away from him. Buffon there taking the bottom hand away from the bat. Started just a little outside the off stump as I'm standing right behind the bowler. Little outside the off stump, ran away from him. The keeper took rather cleanly. Buffon didn't seem too comfortable with that one. As Ford now, into Buffon. But that was a half volley outside the off stump. Buffon came forward. cover in rather close, and extra cover move to mid off. Then the leg side, there's a mid on, a mid wicket, and a backward, a mid wicket, a backward square, and a fine leg. And into Louis into Harper. This one, Harper looked to cut. I believe the ball seemed to pop. He got an edge. It was taken by the wicket keeper. And here this match, State 11 has now lost another wicket. The score after the score is now 46 for 3. Harper here looking quite ran in and picked up. Boyne now feeling quite confident indeed, having taken the wicket of Harper. And so here into Spencer, short. Spencer looks to forward in his 4th over into Buffon. This one he pitched up. Almost Yorker length. Buffon seeming to be in control at this point. The ball went over the second slip head. Was retrieved by first slip. Buffon. Ford now in to Buffon. Once again pitches up. Buffon comes forward and plays it up over mid-on, and that's the first more than the bat. Or the very bottom of the bat. Not a lot of power behind it at all. The square leg fielder was able to come in and pick it up easily. This one, Boyne came in. He not playing against players that if he probably had remained in the islands for a longer period of time would have had a chance to play against the same caliber players. The moment I said that, he's out. Big in swinger. Seemed to be more of a off cutter than an in swinger. This right arm medium fast bowler. Bowling to Cullimore, the new batsman, scores 64 for 4. It's a beautiful stroke there from Cullimore. It probably will reach the fence. Yes, it does. Here it was not
Police Cavaliers Club, and he represents police in the Premier League, and he has the distinction of being the fast bowler to have 10 wickets in the Premier League and also in First Division. And he has also have a wealth of experience that he has stored. I think we have Joseph Eady. He's also a Premier Division player. This is his first international, and it brings Barbadian brothers and sisters wherever they are together. It's that common thing. We hope that when we've concluded our tour, that we would have made new friends and renew old friendships in a home away from home. And this is my second tour as president of the club, and we're hoping we have
behind it and pushed it back along the wicket for Knight into Cullimore, tosses up. Cullimore sweeps, misses, wasn't quite to it, or the ball keep low, missed it anyway. It was through to the keeper. Knight in to Cullimore, tossed to outside the off stump. Cullimore was able to get it on the volley and hit it square point. The guy, the extra, he's looking very good indeed. Not a lot of power in the stroke. Knight into Spencer, short. Spencer comes back and hits it beautifully down to mid-wicket for 4. It was more of a straighter ball from Ford, well, on a very good length, and Spencer came in behind the player rather easily. Here, Ford now into Spencer, short. Spencer looks to pull it through the onside. It capped low, He missed. And dropping out in front of him. Didn't seem to be the type of ball intended to be bowled by the bowler. Here's this one now, and Spencer's out. Ford pitching it to him. Spencer making room, looking to drive through the offside. This one seemed to be about on the middle stump, looking to drive through the offside. He got it in a very good part of the bat, but it was in the ear, and the guy at cover point. Yeah, cover point ran to his right and took a rather easy but well judged catch. It was very well taken by him. He went looking for a drive there. The ball taking the inside portion of the bat and running out to wide mid-on. Reefer runs around, picks up the batsman, gets a single. And there's a beautiful stroke from Cullimore. Oh my God. Let the crowd tell you what sort of stroke it was. It's a 6 up over mid-wicket. Here's the left arm spinner tossing up. He had a chance to score some runs against this caliber players. Ford now into Butcher. Short, Butcher comes back and pulls it through mid-wicket. Look as though they'll get 2. This one seemed to either hit. Now here is Butcher. Ford running into Butcher. Short, Butcher comes in and plays it through square like a beautiful stroke. The batsmen get 1, they easily get 2, and I believe it's 4. It's into the fence now. Umpire Cullimore signaling, umpire Archer. Wide. Here he came. He vacated first slip position. Would normally be the guy from Gully ran around and picked up, and that was 1 run. Knight now in to Butcher, who comes out, drives once again, the ball taken now, and so far there's no signal from the score reflecting that. Marshall into Butcher. Butcher comes out, looking to play this one through the onside. Yes, he did play it on the onside. It seemed to take the side of the bat or the back of the bat. It was a muffed, very muffed sound, and the bowler was able to run under it and take a very simple catch. So the M.S.C.L 11 has now lost another wicket. They've now lost, I believe, 6 wickets, and the score's probably in the 100. But he's still batting a very enjoyable, pleasant innings. Also successful meanwhile. Louis now into Levi Newton, the new batsman, comes in behind it and turns it up on the onside. Let's see the call from the umpire. I guess he got bad onto it. Thought it was all pad. The ball didn't go very far away on the leg side. So Levi is off the mark. And here is Louis now bowling to Cullimore. Louis into Cullimore, short. This one was hit down. Cullimore looking for it to get up. It never did. It never wide of the man at cover point to the man at cover, who, as a matter of fact, had to run to his left a bit to feel, and that man was bowling. Louis not very comfortable with that at all. I guess he felt that they shouldn't have got a single for that. But anyway, Levi is now 2, bowled in his first spell, comes in, bowls to Newton. Newton drives back along the wicket. This was stopped by the bowler. Marshall in to Newton, and Newton plays a beautiful pull shot down to the far leg boundary. They've got 2 so far, looking for a third for Newton. The cover comes in, the long off comes into mid off, and here was Louis coming in and Newton giving himself room. This ball ran into him. He gave himself room and worked it over the vacated mid off.
Where you are, man? Where you live?
Louis into Cullimore looking to swing this one, seemed to be handcuffed. End of a great innings. Here was Cullimore gone, caught and bowled by Louis. See, player. If he gets going, he can be one of the more prolific scorers. He's a very beautiful batsman to watch. And Louis coming in to bowl to Jordan. Pitched up, and Jordan plays it off the pads effortlessly to the mid-wicket area. The man that's forward with his square ran around, picked up. Jordan is off the mark. No, there's a run out. Jordan is out. Fortunately, testing the arm of the fielder within that area, and Jordan unfortunately is run out. I'm sorry he got out that way without having opportunity to really delight this crowd. But Newton trying to pick the scoring rate up since they're probably in the last 5 overs of batting. Newton, who seemed to be hitting the pad as the ball went out through the offside. Here he is trying to give himself room to work the ball. Trying to give himself room to work the ball through the offside, looking more to drive everything. But it turns out he's out. I didn't quite see that. Here he was looking for 2. Was trying to get a second one, and the throw once again from the same player on the deep mid-wicket boundary. Newton having to try to scamper back. Is run out. Now we do expect this experienced police Cavaliers team or Cavaliers police team to really mop up this right now, and no later said than done. Here is there's O'Neill, Bino out trying to drive one through the offside. Ball seemed to start about off stump, running back into him. His body was nowhere in line to play the ball, and he wound up losing his middle and off stump. So they scored 154 all out. Evidently not the type of score that we expected, and should be a relatively easy score for this Police Cavalier team to make. But scored 17. Bafang, batting number 4, scored 30. Spencer, the captain, scored 16. Cullimore, Bafang, batting number 4, scored 30. Spencer, the captain, scored 16. Cullimore scored a delightful 53. Couple of chances, but it was a very beautiful southern end to bowl to Brewster. Up to the wicket, bowls. Brewster comes forward. This one seemed to pop a bit. Brewster came forward, the ball without scoring. I'm being joined now by Mr. Hallie Haynes, who is a member of the Cavaliers police team. and I'm sure he can give some very positive comments about the team. Mr. Haynes.
Police Cavaliers team was formed in 1987, and we have toured Ghana on previous tours. This is our first international tour, and with us is we have a touring party of 31 persons, including two tests. He has been the most successful police captain, having won Division 1 in Barbados 4 times. And he is also a former Barbados youth player, West Indies youth player, and he also represented Barbados at first class cricket. And he is the most prolific run scorer in Barbados, and he has caught that title again last year. Also in the first division team here with us is Carrot Marshall. He is a fast bowler. He has represented police for over some 5 years. And, he is also a former member of the West Barbados youth team. And he was last year he was a Police Cavalier captain. And he is one of the main boarders in the club. He's also an executive member of the club. We also have another first division player in the person of Steve Yearwood. He is a founder member of the Police Cavaliers Club, and he is a batsman wicketkeeper, and he's been playing Premier League or intermediate for police. He's also a former captain of that team. Presently he's in the first division team, and he's been there for the last 3 years, and he's a well accomplished player, and we expect a lot of him since he's one of the persons who conceptualized the formation of the Police Cavaliers. We also have with us Vincent Spring, who's also a founder member. We also we have depleted really our police division team home somewhat, in that we have Sylvester Louis, who has been an outstanding bowler at first division. He first played for Maple, and then he came police, and he's been playing ever since. And he is one of our strike bowlers. And so far today he's bowling quite well, and he probably might be responsible for the win or lose today. Our captain, Wright Brewster, he has been the second division captain for the last 2 years, and he has won the second division title home for that time. So he's a successful captain. However, this is the first time he's have a tour of this magnitude, and we expect great things for him. We have since arriving in North America on the 21st of May. We played one game, one official game prior to this in Hartford, and we played in Canada. We lose that one up there. So it's the team's intention that we continue to win the remaining matches. We'll be here in North America until the 11th of June. We also have another Cameron Gibbons. He is a former first division player. He's represented, I think, police. He's also represented Spartan. But he has, over the years, been out of form. He's now back in good nick, and he should be back in the first division team back home. Prior to tour, he had 1 century in warm-up game, and we expect a lot of runs from him. We also have Douglas Ford, who is the secretary of the Police Cavaliers Club, and he represents police in the Premier League, and he has the distinction of being the fast bowler to have 10 wickets in the Premier League and also in First Division. And he has also have a wealth of experience that he has toured Scotland, England, and this is his second tour to Boston. He was here 2 years ago with the official police team. And we also have Mervyn Knight, who is a left-arm orthodox spinner. He's represented the police at the 2nd division level, and this is his second tour to North America, having toured with Bell playing sports and cultural team. So he has at least some experience in playing in North America. And finally, we have Joseph Eady. He's also a Premier Division player. This is his first international tour, and he's now starting to get into good nick. He's opening batsman. We hope that you get him on the realms. And that is for the playing. Peter Boyne, a former First Division player from M.S.C.L. He is not a police officer, but the Police Cavaliers is a combination of police officers and civilians, and therefore he has been approved by the executive, and he's a member of the Cavaliers. And I think he has retired now from First Division cricket, having played for M.S.C.L. several seasons. And he's a big swing bowler. He gets the ball nipping and out several occasions. That's it for the complement of the players in the field. I can tell you more about the Cavaliers. We originally were formed on the basis that we give players the opportunity to tour other countries, and we're here to promote the interests of the police force, so we can get a better relation between the police officers in Barbados and the community in Barbados, and also of our brothers and sisters abroad, to bind that unity. And as all West Indians know, cricket has been one of the major binders, as it were, and it binds Barbadian brothers and sisters wherever they are together. It's that common thing. We hope that when we've concluded our tour, that we would have made new friends and renew old friendships. And so far on tour we have been received by all concerned, very hospitable, very courteous to us, very friendly, and it gives you that feeling of home away from home. And this is my second tour as president of the club, and we're hoping we have some offers. We're hoping to return next year. I thank you for this opportunity to give you a brief history of the players and the Cavalier Club.
Thank you, Mr. Haynes. There we got very positive comments.